curfew hours. The existing no movement days will be continued for another 2 weeks. Therefore, we will be seeing 6 more no movement days. More no movement days.
More no movement days.
According to Dr. Abel, people are at a critical point with their mental health at this time. Some are even questioning the purpose of life. He explained that some have begun to accept death as a natural part of the cycle of life.
It creates for many of us an existential crisis and leaves a lot of people to question the meaning to life and the purpose of life. Just recently a colleague of mine said, it has caused me to realize that after all, we're born to die.
Hi guys, I know I haven't posted for a while, but no secret here, we're going through it, everybody, globally. And I don't really have to mention because everybody knows what's going on. And it's taken a toll on me, not gonna lie. I'm going to get into it soon, but as you see the title of this video, you know what we're talking about. It's going to all be about mental health. And for those who are new here, welcome. My name is Krysten-Paige, and if you haven't gotten to know me, you can go and look at my other videos. Get to know me, watch my videos, click the like, share and subscribe button. It will really help me out a lot. And let's just get into it. So I live in Jamaica, and currently we're under lockdown 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we've just been going about, like, cases are crazy, death rate crazy, and it's like nobody really gives a and mentally I am not okay, and I never thought I would do a video on mental health. But I'm not okay. It can't be okay to have people around you dying, businesses closed, you can't go about your daily life. You have people who live paycheck to paycheck, and a lot of livelihoods are affected. A lot of livelihoods are affected. So it can't be a good place mentally for anybody to be in. I lost my grandma this year, not due to the panorama, which I'm calling it, but just it was her time. That will explain some of my absence. And when I think about the world that it is now, 2019, the start of 2019, nobody could tell me that we will be here in 2021. Nobody. People are dying. Persons really don't care. Our hospital beds there's no beds, right? People are outside. People are dropping their lifelines. People will be out and about. I try my best to stay in. I haven't been anywhere really because I have comorbidities, as I said in this video up here. But people are just going about their business, not wearing their mask.
More than 10 people were arrested and charged in less than 24 hours in Clarendon for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act. It comes as the police issued a strong warning to persons who refuse to wear masks in public spaces.
Every day you turn on the radio, somebody dead. It is the news, somebody dead from the C word. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it hurts. It hurts because all we see daily as we get up, death is literally death next door. Death over there, so death down there, so it's like literally death, and that's not normal. As you lose somebody, that trauma is still there. You haven't really healed from losing that person. You're losing the next person. So it is crazy. It is just crazy. Our hospital beds are overflowing. Mentally, persons are going through it, persons are feeling it, and you can't even go out to work Monday and Tuesday. So persons who can't work from home and have to physically be at work out of a job until Wednesday, affecting their paycheck, affecting livelihood. And let me not talk about the children who have been stuck at home from what, last year, March, April. You know, everybody feeling it, everybody feeling it. And it has affected me mentally, and I know it has affected a lot of persons mentally. It's not okay. In these times, I just want you guys to be kinder to people. You don't know what they're going through, especially in these times. I don't know who at this point has not been affected by the C word. If it hasn't been directly, it's been indirectly. If you haven't lost somebody personally, you know somebody who has lost somebody who has lost somebody who has lost somebody. And I feel like the only way we can get back to normal is if we take the jab. I am pro taking the job, but I can't force anybody to take the job. It's really up to you. But it's just sad mentally. You can't go out. You're fearful. And let's talk about anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. I'm going to do a separate video on I was hit down and back in 2015 a bus ran over my legs and everything, so I have to give God thanks that I'm here. But my anxiety since then has been through the roof. Having anxiety, suffering from anxiety in these times, crazy times, like many times, thank God I work from home, but many times I have to force myself mentally, like push myself to do all the tasks that I have to do. And I thank God that at least that's occupying my mind to get my job done. Unfortunately, I can work from home, but a lot of people can't work from home. But so many times I feel crippled. So many times I'm in bed and like I can't get out of bed. I just lay there and I think about the world and I think about the current state, and I feel crippled and I can't move. And then I start to think and put myself into this whole form of depression, because I start to think and it cripples you, because when you feel crippled to the point that you can't move, it's because of your thoughts and uncertainty. You don't know when this thing will end, and I think that's when you don't know when something is going to end, that triggers, because you can't control the situation. And then I just have to, I'm a firm believer in God, and then I just have to put it to God and be like, things will work out for the greater good. What is to be done will be done. But it's mentally looking hopeless, and I can imagine people that I have to give God thanks, because I'm grateful for what I do have. But I know people in less fortunate situations than me that have to literally come out and look it every day, and when the country on lockdown they can't go out and looking for the children. How can that not affect you? How can that not affect you? And you don't have it to help, or you have to pinch your money because you don't know when if you are jobless. You know, how can that not affect you? How can children being home from last year not affect you? Our children are losing a lot. There's a term for it, learning loss. I believe a lot of our children are suffering. Pray for them. Get out of school, imagine not seeing your friends from last year, you wake up. And as a child, that would be devastating for me, because if my home is not a happy home, not saying it was, but if my home is not a happy home, my place of escape would be school, where I can be with my friends and laugh and have fun. They can't do that. So think about our children, think about them just for one. And then we have trying to balance livelihood. The Prime Minister used that terminology, and it's like, how can balance it if people don't want to take the job? And then we open up the entertainment sector, and that was a whole shindig, and I'm not going to get into that. I'm tired mentally. I'm gonna leave with these parting words. Just be kind to people, because you never know if they'll be here tomorrow. You just don't know. Times are so uncertain, and you don't want to end up being like, if I could, if I knew, I would have told that person how much I love them. How much I love them. I saw a girl on Twitter, she lost her spouse, and she was so happy that the departing words are, I love you. You know, you have to tell people, hug them up, love them up when you see them, when you can. Not in these times, you can't hug them up, but call them, pick up your phone. It not take nothing to pick up your phone, guys, and tell somebody who you haven't spoken to a while over petty foolishness, you're sorry, you forgive them, you love them, because here today, gone tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to lose your loved one, and you can lose a loved one in a heartbeat. Love up people. Tell them you love them. Tell them you love them. Life is too short. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Comment, offer a word of prayer or encouragement to people going through it. People who, persons who can't afford to feed their children. Offer them a word of prayer, and if you can help. If not, just send out your strongest prayers, because people struggling, people can't look it, for the days them short. We're under curfew, we're under lockdown, so it's especially important for you to be your own source of strength. Be your own source of strength as well, because when you feel like you want to give up, whatever you believe in, whomever, whatever, just grab on to that, find comfort. People dying, you lose a loved one, it's not your fault. Do not blame yourself. And because it's a lot, it's a lot. If it's not crime and violence, if it's not cancer, illness, it's the C word coming to kill us all. It's a very sensitive time. Be kind if you can. Be kind, be absolutely kind to people and yourself. You deserve it. You're beautiful, you're strong, and you'll get through it. Peace.